Imagine a place where seeing a Ferrari is as ordinary as seeing a taxi. A place where Lamborghinis, Rolls Royces, and Bugattis glide through the streets as if they were part of everyday life. A place where yachts worth hundreds of millions of dollars are lined up in a harbor that looks like it belongs in a Hollywood movie. Welcome to Monaco. Covering just over 2 square kilometers, this tiny principality is the second smallest country in the world. Yet every year, it attracts business leaders, celebrities, elite athletes, and some of the wealthiest men and women on the planet. At first glance, Monaco seems like a paradise built exclusively for the privileged. 5-star hotels, world-class restaurants, luxury boutiques showcasing the world's most prestigious brands, exclusive residences overlooking the crystal-clear waters of the Mediterranean, and a lifestyle that feels out of reach for most people. But behind this breathtaking image lies a much more fascinating reality. Monaco did not become a global symbol of wealth by accident. Every street, every building, every business, and every investment tells a story of strategy, discipline, and long-term vision. Most visitors notice only the luxury cars, the expensive watches, the designer clothing, the spectacular villas. But they often overlook what is truly the most valuable part of Monaco, the mindset of the people who live here. Because true wealth never begins with a bank account. It begins with the way you think. Before earning millions, you must learn how to make better decisions. Before owning extraordinary assets, you must develop skills that create value. And before achieving financial freedom, you must understand how time, money, and opportunity really work. That is exactly what Monaco represents every single day. Over the years, this small principality has become much more than a tourist destination. It has become a symbol of success. A place where entrepreneurs come to expand their businesses, where investors search for new opportunities, where many of the world's wealthiest individuals choose to live not only because of the luxury, but because of the stability, security, and business-friendly environment. And that is where the real lesson begins. Success is not determined only by how much money you earn. It is also determined by the environment you choose, the habits you build, and the decisions you repeat every single day. In this documentary, we will discover why Monaco continues to attract some of the wealthiest people on Earth. We will explore the strategies that have made this tiny nation one of the world's most desirable places to live. We will uncover the mindset that separates high achievers from everyone else. And, most importantly, we will learn valuable lessons that anyone can apply, regardless of where they come from or how much money they have today. Because in the end, true luxury is not simply about owning a supercar or a yacht. True luxury is having the freedom to choose the life you want to live. So sit back, relax, and join me on this journey. Because our exploration of the fascinating world of Monaco is only just beginning. Now that we've discovered the image Monaco projects to the world, let's look beyond the luxury. Because the real story of Monaco isn't about expensive cars or glamorous yachts. It's about why some of the most successful people on Earth choose to build their lives here. Monaco may be one of the smallest countries in the world, but its influence reaches far beyond its borders. Despite covering just over 2 square kilometers, it has become one of the most exclusive places to live anywhere on the planet. So, what makes Monaco so special? The answer goes far beyond wealth. It begins with stability. Successful people understand that protecting what they have built is just as important as creating it. Monaco offers an environment where political stability, economic confidence, and an exceptional quality of life come together. The streets are remarkably clean. Crime is among the lowest in the world. Public services operate with impressive efficiency. Everything is designed to provide safety, comfort, and peace of mind. For entrepreneurs managing international companies, for investors overseeing multi-million-dollar portfolios, or for athletes and entertainers with demanding global careers. That peace of mind is priceless. But there is another reason Monaco continues to attract the world's elite. Time. One of the most valuable assets any successful person has is time. In Monaco, almost everything is within walking distance. Business meetings, luxury hotels, fine dining, shopping, entertainment, and the marina are all just minutes apart. Less time spent commuting means more time focused on opportunities, relationships, and creating value. And that efficiency is something many wealthy individuals deeply appreciate. Then there's the culture itself. Monaco has become a place where excellence is the standard. As you walk through its streets, you are surrounded by successful entrepreneurs, elite athletes, global investors, and professionals operating at the highest level. When excellence becomes your everyday environment, your expectations begin to change. Your standards rise. Your ambitions grow. Your mindset evolves. This is one of the most powerful principles of personal success. Your environment shapes your behavior more than most people realize. The people you spend time with, the conversations you listen to, the goals that surround you. All of these quietly influence the person you become. That doesn't mean you need to move to Monaco to build an extraordinary life. What it does mean is that you should intentionally create an environment that encourages growth. Read books that challenge your thinking. Develop skills that increase your value. Spend time with people who inspire you to become better. Choose habits that move you closer to your goals every single day. Because success rarely happens overnight. It is usually the result of thousands of disciplined decisions made consistently over many years. And perhaps that is the greatest lesson Monaco teaches without ever saying a word. But while Monaco's environment is remarkable, the real difference lies in the mindset of the people who thrive here. Because luxury is never the starting point. It is often the result. Now we've arrived at what may be the most valuable lesson of this entire journey. Because the real difference between ordinary people and extraordinary achievers isn't always talent. It isn't luck. And it certainly isn't where they were born. More often than not, it's the way they think. When most people look at Monaco, they see the results. The Ferraris, the waterfront penthouses, the luxury watches, the private jets, the super yachts anchored in the harbor. But successful people see something completely different. They see years of preparation, years of calculated risks, years of discipline, years of solving problems that created value for millions of people. Luxury is rarely the beginning of the story. It is usually the final chapter of a much longer journey. One of the biggest differences between wealthy individuals and everyone else is how they view money. Most people work for money. Many wealthy people make money work for them. Instead of spending every dollar they earn, they focus on acquiring assets that continue generating income long after the work has been done. They build businesses. They invest in real estate. They own shares in great companies. They create systems that continue producing value even while they sleep. This doesn't happen overnight. It takes patience, consistency, and the willingness to delay immediate pleasure in exchange for greater rewards in the future. That is a habit many people struggle to develop. Today's world encourages instant gratification. Everything is available immediately. Entertainment, shopping, social media. But wealth is built differently. The people who achieve lasting success understand that short-term sacrifices often create long-term freedom. They are willing to invest years learning skills that others ignore. They are willing to fail repeatedly while others quit after the first setback. They understand that every mistake is simply another lesson bringing them closer to success. And perhaps that is their greatest advantage. They never stop learning. No matter how wealthy they become, they continue reading. They continue asking questions. They continue surrounding themselves with people who know more than they do. Because they understand one powerful truth. Your income can grow only as much as you grow. The person you become determines the life you eventually build. That's why the wealthiest people often invest more in education than in entertainment, more in knowledge than in appearances, more in building long-term value than chasing short-term attention. The truth is, most millionaires didn't become wealthy by trying to look rich. They became wealthy by becoming valuable. They solved problems, created opportunities, built products, served customers, and improved people's lives. Money simply followed the value they created. So the next time you see a luxury car, a beautiful mansion, or a billionaire living an extraordinary life? Don't ask yourself, how much money do they have? Ask a far better question. What kind of habits, knowledge, discipline, and decisions made this life possible? Because that question has the power to change your own future. And in the final chapter of our journey, we'll discover the greatest lesson Monaco has to offer. A lesson that has very little to do with luxury, and everything to do with building a life of purpose, freedom, and lasting success. As our journey through Monaco comes to an end, one truth stands above everything else. Monaco is not simply a destination. It is a reflection of what is possible when vision, discipline, and consistency come together over time. People often believe that wealth is measured by what you own: the house, the car, the yacht, the watch. But the truly successful understand something far more important. Wealth is not about possessions. It's about freedom. The freedom to decide how you spend your time, the freedom to choose where you live, the freedom to work because you want to, not because you have to. And perhaps that is the greatest luxury of all. But freedom is never purchased overnight. It is earned, one decision at a time, one habit at a time, one opportunity at a time. Every successful entrepreneur, every respected investor, every billionaire whose name is known around the world started exactly where everyone else begins, with uncertainty, with obstacles, with failures, with moments of doubt. The difference is that they refused to let temporary setbacks define their future. While others focused on excuses, they focused on solutions. While others complained about circumstances, they adapted and moved forward. While others waited for the perfect moment, they took action with what they had. That is a mindset anyone can develop. You don't need to be born into wealth. You don't need to have perfect connections. You don't need to live in Monaco. What you do need is a commitment to becoming a better version of yourself every single day. Read one more book. Learn one more skill. Save and invest a little more wisely. Protect your health. Value your reputation. Keep your promises. Stay curious. Remain patient. And never stop improving. Because success is rarely the result of one extraordinary decision. It is usually the accumulation of thousands of ordinary decisions made consistently over many years. One day, those small decisions become remarkable results. The business grows. The investments multiply. The opportunities increase. And people begin to call you successful. Yet they rarely see the years of discipline that made it possible. That is why comparing your beginning to someone else's finish is one of the biggest mistakes you can make. Everyone has a different starting point. Everyone faces different challenges. The only comparison that truly matters is the person you were yesterday. Become a little wiser, a little stronger, a little more disciplined every single day. Because in the end, the goal is not to impress other people. The goal is to build a life that gives you purpose, peace of mind, and the freedom to live on your own terms. That is the lesson Monaco quietly teaches anyone willing to look beyond the luxury. Not that happiness can be bought, but that discipline, knowledge, patience, and consistent action can create opportunities that once seemed impossible. Thank you for joining me on this journey through one of the most extraordinary places in the world. If you enjoyed this documentary and want to discover more stories about wealth, success, luxury, and the mindset behind the world's most remarkable people and places, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because the next story might not just change the way you see the world,